I've worked on projects where everything went wrong. We lost time, plans changed, we had to improvise, and somehow they still became great videos. But one project taught me something completely different. Nothing had gone wrong. We hadn't filmed a single shot, and I already knew this video wasn't going to work. That day completely changed the way I think about directing. Not because something failed, but because I realized something I'd never questioned before. Some videos aren't lost in the edit. They are lost long before anyone presses record. And once you understand why, you'll never look at the beginning of a project the same way again. Let me show you what happened, how one conversation changed the entire project, and why it completely redefined what I believe a director is actually protecting. Because after that day, there was one question I couldn't stop asking myself. When the purpose disappears, what exactly are we still recording? This story actually started a few weeks before filming. The client and I spent a lot of time talking about what this video needed to say. It completely transformed this business. That transformation was the story. By the time filming day arrived, I thought we were completely aligned. Then, almost as soon as I got there, he pulled me aside. He told me he changed his mind. He didn't want to appear on camera anymore. He wanted the video to focus on the space instead. I remember saying, if we do that, it will become another video of empty spaces without result. He listened, but he'd already made his decision. So I respected it and I adapted. If I'm honest, my first thought wasn't about solving the problem. It was, I've worked so hard on this for nothing. I felt frustrated, not because it changed his mind, because I suddenly didn't have an idea I believed in anymore. So I spent the rest of the day filming. I walked from room to room trying to figure out what was worth recording. I remember walking from room to room thinking, what am I even filming? My mind felt as empty as the rooms I was filming. Nothing had gone wrong, but I couldn't shake the feeling that we weren't making the same video anymore. A few days later, I finished the first edit. I sent it to the client. His reply was short. Something is missing. I wish I could tell you I felt vindicated. I didn't. I wasn't happy that I'd been right, because I failed. The first thing that came to mind was filming everything again, starting from scratch, building a completely different plan around this new direction. Then I remembered something I'd almost forgotten. I still had footage from an earlier shoot, footage we'd recorded before that day. So I went back into the edits. It never became the film I'd originally imagined. I don't think it ever could. Little by little, the story started coming back. When I sent a new version, his reply came back almost immediately. That's it. He recognized the difference immediately, without talking about storytelling, without talking about editing. He simply felt it. That's when I realized something. The footage hadn't saved the project. The purpose had. Looking back, that project completely changed the way I think about directing. Before that day, I thought my job was to protect the production. Now I see it differently. My job is to protect the purpose. Because when the purpose changes, the story changes with it, even if everything else looks exactly the same. If this way of thinking resonates with you, we have put together a page that explains exactly how Digivate works. You will find the link in the description. If our way of thinking feels right for your business, fill in the short form at the bottom and tell us a little about your story. This is just one of the lessons that shaped the way I work over the years. In the other videos on this channel, I will share more of the ideas that have changed the way I direct, edit, and think about long-form content. And if somewhere along the way you realize this is exactly how you want your business to communicate, you already know where to find us.